Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we have a corn crib contention public match for you, but before we get into that, thank you to our Patreon members for the support. If you'd like to support, go to the link in the description where you can get a live stream of all the broadcasts we do. You can advertise your regiment in the bottom of our videos and get an additional broadcast per week. So, server pop right now is 200, it's about 8 o'clock Eastern time on January 16th, and that imbalance right now is 11 towards the CSA side. Artillery-wise, CSA has 5, Union has 6. So nothing crazy there. Looks like that balance is figuring itself out a little more. It's within 9 now. So artillery officers for today. CSA side, you got Delta, you have Nuke, you have Viceroy of Texas, My Name Ryder, and then Mr. Hankey is the artillery officer, whereas on the Union side, you got the Grey Wolf 12, Big Sexy Brit, and no officer for the 4th company or the battery yet, so this will be interesting to watch. So remember, contention, each side is fighting over one of many points on the map. One is randomly chosen to be that point that you're fighting over, and it looks like it is the center point for this match, and CSA is going to get there first. So each side trying to capture the point. If they hold it for 7 minutes from there, then they knock their opponent down a whole morale stage. That also means that each side has the same amount of tickets at the start of a match. Now, when a side captures the point, they can try to hold it, and their opponent can try to decap it. If your opponent decaps it, they can raise it. They can go back and forth. The neat part about contention, but whoever holds it for 7 minutes wins. Now, there's the gold timer that counts down from 15 minutes. If that gold timer hits 0 and no one has the point capped, then a new point will be chosen at random. Similarly to how a new point is chosen at random when a team holds it for 7 minutes. But CSA is going to get it first. Union approaching kind of from a two-pronged attack here. They might try to use the corn to get up in a nice little flank here. Nice part for CSA is they've obviously got a lot of different cover that they can use. Nothing too crazy, but they've got it if they want to use it. And so, let's see, you got Big Sexy. They're blaring some music. You got the Grey Wolf a little further behind. Looks like they're going to do that. CSA, seeing the Union, are just smartly moving to this position to try to guard their flank. Union popping out a little early. And Union definitely should have gone a little further into the corner and then collapsed. Also, they came in very trickled, so that surprise that they could have had is not there. But they're going to get some nice shots off. The Union's going to take a few hits here as well. Meanwhile, on the other side, it looks like CSA has charged Union. That's a thing to miss. I would not have expected CSA to charge Union out here, but they have, and they got both of their flags. They got that 5-minute despawn timer on then if no one picks it up, which at that point they'll despawn and someone can respawn back with it at main. But obviously someone can pick it up. So Union a half charging in here. Big Sexy trying to lower the flagpole. You'll see teams do this a lot in Conquest and Contention.
Right.
Teams will dive bomb the point to decap the flag. That never ever works, because what happens is your team is focused on the decap while your opponent is focused on killing you. Which means that overall they're going to be killing a lot more of you than you're killing them. And even if you do get a decap off, you're probably severely weakened. So you kind of saw what happened here, just kind of poor organization. Some of those guys went in, they were able to get trickled down. Flag bearers trying to get the flags out. Got Longstreet there and Chef Boyardee's nuts. But Longstreet goes down. Union's lost 3 flags. And these modes with these big maps, especially when they rely on the flags, you do not want to lose these flags. Not a terrible place for Union, because it's not like the flags for Union are down over there. They've put themselves, the flags are down at least in between both teams, so it's nice for Union, who, at least for the next 4 or 5 minutes here, is going to be playing an attacking role, since they're trying to take that point. But
Oh, they coming.
They coming?
They're coming. They're coming.
Grab the flag
USA
quickly.
pushing up. We got a couple of Rambos trying to keep CSA. A couple of Rambos trying to keep the Union flags down. Apologies there.
Grab the flag. Grab the flag.
So Union's going to be able to get one of these flags back. I don't know if someone picked up one of the flags. I'm guessing they did. Because Union only has one flag down there. They're going to get their second one. You saw it briefly over here. That guy picked up the flag. It's really risky for Rambos at times to go out and try to pick up the flag. It's great, good intention, but it has a bad downside where you saw the Rambo there. They picked up the flag and then they died. That 5-minute respawn timer restarts on that. Drop again. So Union going to take some time to reform here before moving in. They've got the time. It's not like Conquest where you lose tickets every second from your opponents having more flags.
Good. All right, we got Brit.
Yep. Hey,
Come
Gray.
Hey, we're not going up and over.
We're not.
Gray, you want to
Gray.
push from their
Oh,
south?
yeah, down that line.
Brett, I killed
Aim
him
down
for
that
you, by
line.
the way.
What?
I killed the guy that killed you.
Oh, cool.
Gray,
Alright, men.
You
We're going to
wanna
volley
push to the
them.
south?
Well,
You
first
wanna
I
go
want
in
to
from the
suppress
south?
the fire.
So
Hold fire.
Suppress the fire.
Big Sexy did take his few guys over here. Brett's trying to communicate with Grey Wolf, but Grey Wolf really seems to be ignoring, or he's just not hearing, which is a possibility as well. So, I don't know. The nice part about contention is if your opponent has the point, you can talk about it and be like, okay, if we can't take this point, let's not send and lose a bunch of tickets trying to take the point if we can't take it.
Hold here.
Because you're going to lose a whole morale stage if you can't take it. If you don't think you can take it, you're going to lose a whole morale stage and a lot of tickets trying to take it.
Everybody hold here. Gone scouting.
So it's a little concerning that, I mean, you have a tiny Union company, very spread out going that way. The flag looks like it's left. Got a Union group kind of sitting back shooting, and then another one kind of trying to push up, which they're being charged out right
What you
now.
talking about? Yeah, Chark. What you talking about?
No. For the Union. Stop this, you sticks, you son of a bitch. Go back there.
But that really kind of thinned out Union. Thinned out CSA as well.
Alright, keep up the fire. Aim for that volley. All that smoke right there. Fire at that smoke line.
But CSA putting up a lot of just shots from the distance here.
Alright, get ready to move, gentlemen. Get ready to move. This point is about to go down.
So,
Get ready to
heard the officer mention it there, but next point's going to be chosen since CSA is going to capture here. Union's not acting as a cohesive team right now. Obviously, you have a CSA company going out and charging those guys, but most CSA is acting together. Union's acting in 3 distinct groups right now, and even within those distinct groups, there's no cohesion here. Like, what? They're just a scattered mess right now. I mean, they got the CSA flag, but points been capped. Union's down a whole morale stage, and the next point of contention looks to favor Union over here. But you have these Union guys. They're moving towards the center here. I don't know why Grey Wolf is pushing his guys away from the point. Union has a chance here to capture these. You might not have noticed, because even a spectator cam, it took a second or so to see where the point was. So that's entirely possible, but Union's starting to move. CSA kind of forming up. Half the team on the left, the other half trying to go in the woods and flank the Union over here. Trying to attack the point from this angle. You do have the corn, kind of, at least halfway there. You have the straight fence, but it's nothing crazy. Union's going to see you. But going through this woods would be a nice little flank on Union, because you got the woods and the snake fence as cover. It's a lot better than anything on the left side. But CSA could just also give up this point, because they won the first point. I mean, they're up a morale stage and a 4th on tickets. So you don't necessarily need. You could lose a point. That's the thing. 1st to 2 in this game mode. But if I think they can take it, and it looks like they do, Viceroy and Nuke are going to go around for a flank here.
Reform. My company reform.
Start shooting.
Get that flag
Get
up.
formed up before it looks like they're going to start taking some shots here. Looks like you got some respawns here for CSA, or the rest of CSA starting to move over to that wood line. Big sexy guys have moved over here, but they're not doing much right now other than maybe getting a few long distance shots.
We're breaking right. We're breaking right. We got 2 companies of feds on our right.
So you're shifting right? Okay, everybody, move to the right side. Press T.
So Union's going to move to shift them. It's again similar to earlier when Union popped out in the corn there to try to flank CSA. I'm surprised CSA's not moving right here. Obviously risky. Union spawns right there. They could get pinched, but the odds that Union has a sizable force in their main spawn right now is pretty low.
Press R to cancel. You're not in charge this right side. Go around the right, guys. Everybody's got
Union charging. I thought I heard some don't charge. This doesn't make any sense. You are defending the point. Why are you charging your opponent out? When you're defending, you let your opponent come to you. You choose the best ground and let your opponent come to you. But maybe Union's like, they're behind us. We have a chance to wipe their flags. So they're going to go in and do that.
Get their flags. Countercharge, get their flags.
But CSA hold that well. You're going to do better as a defender in the charge 99% of the time. CSA's shown that they're organized. And Union just gave up the point, essentially. Seriously, if I'm Union and CSA goes on my flank right here, I either hold in this corner here or just pull a little back on this snake fence. I'd probably just move to that corner there, but I don't like that decision. It was very high risk. I just think if you got a good enough defensive position, you should hold it. But regardless, Union charges in, they get wiped. CSA are going to go to the point. And now we'll see how CSA defends it when Union comes from that angle. You got Union artillery right here. They just said hello by blowing up 5 or 6 of those CSA guys. But CSA decapped the point. Union about to hit taking losses. CSA almost to engaged. They got a 4th of a stage till they get there. But I'm intrigued to see how this is going to work on the universe. Union has down flags, so if they don't have the flags up, if they die, they have to spawn back at main. But Brits leading his guys, they're going trickling forward. Maybe they're just trying to pick up the flags and run back and then reform. Again, Union's got some time. Now hits him down to taking losses. You can see Nuke is pushing his guys forward. They're trying to just sit and shoot the Union guys, making sure they don't get those flags out. Which Union is going to get 2 of those flags out, it looks like. And they pull back to reform.
Let's go, South Carolina B. Break it, move it.
So, what is Union thinking over here? Can we hear them?
Gray, if they
It's a
charge
short
us,
line, but we're holding it.
why don't we volley if they charge?
Yeah, that's the plan. We're gonna volley if they charge.
They're
but
not gonna
probably
charge you.
hold.
CSA's playing this so smartly right now. They're choosing a position that they like, albeit they're spread out, but they're still choosing this position they like, and they're holding it. They're not letting Union get up here. They're not charging Union either. Jeez. So,
Hold the line. I'm back. Hold the line. Hold the line.
Spread it out, guys. Spread it out. We're getting clumped up.
Wait, I need to download that. Is that the
Make yourselves hard targets. Spread out.
Alright,
Spread
open
out to
order.
left and
Spread
right,
out,
spread
guys.
out,
Spread out.
Spread out. Make yourself hard to spot.
When do they get some
Make yourself hard to hit. Make yourself hard to hit.
So Union still trying to just have this little sit and shoot. I mean, what's our balance looking like here? I mean, we're at 230. I mean, inbounds is looking great. I mean, Union's down what 5 guys infantry, so that's no actually it's no reason. So. I mean, the thing is, too, is that Union's only has 1 flag down. They only have a couple guys out there. These guys aren't doing anything at all for Union. That's the thing, right? I mean, I guess they're distracting half the CSA, which the outnumbered CSA over here could get charged out, but Union, for now, is sitting and shooting this out. They do hit CSA down to engaged, but Union's got to win this point if they want to stay in this match.
So bad.
We got the map. Let's
Oh my
hit 'em.
gosh.
I'll give you some Tylenol after this.
We ain't got a choice.
Get on the line, boys.
Keep up that aim. Fire down the line. Fire down that line.
Adam, stand up.
Timberwolf, get back here. Timberwolf, get on the line.
Reload, keep fire. Reload, and keep fire.
W. Wendy, get on the line, man. You're in front of the line. You're gonna get shot in the head.
Shit, my bad.
I will say,
Yeah, no worries, no worries.
for added context, the previous round that I did watch, the Grey Wolf and some other people mutinied Brit,
Press R, get in the line.
and Union got curb stomped in the last
On the
round.
line,
by the way.
guys. You should be reloading online.
Move up.
Team, we're moving up. We're moving up. We're moving up. Press R. Break your
Might be why they're not necessarily working together.
Fighting like
but
10 guys. Let's go.
Union pushing up a little closer. CSA also staying close, but they're just trying to keep Union off the point.
They're pushing in.
Here they go.
And Union gonna charge this out. They could defeat CSA in detail here. Oh, this charge, look how spread out it is. I mean, they're going to win this initially because they're going to overwhelm with numbers, but not well timed. Hitting a line with their whole team at the same time is a lot more effective than a trickle. But it doesn't matter because CSA was a little spread out themselves. Union looks like they're going to get 2 CSA flags down and pick up their last flag.
Hey,
So,
boys.
you know you just wiped 2 groups?
Don't overextend. Don't.
Alright.
No, press us. Keep going. Keep going.
Okay,
Charge,
I don't know if I'd do that. Obviously, we see that Union's outnumbered here, but if I'm these guys, you wipe 2 CSA groups. Their flags are down. That means they're respawning at me. At this point, you have most of your flags.
Right face. Everybody right face.
You just need to reform a little bit, spend like a minute or 2 reforming, and then charge in. Meanwhile, big sexy guys, he's charging in on the rear. Now, because they're charging, Union over there should charge, but it looks, I don't think they've communicated, or they're just not listening. Like, if Union did a little pincer there, that would have been beautiful. But, unfortunately, one of those progs did go in. CSA is going to hold. I mean, Union does have a minute or so to reform before those guys get back up here. And even when they do get back up here, if they die, they respawn at main. So,
Guys over here.
Yep.
Alabama A North.
Keep Delta in South Carolina. You're on the south end. 5 men on the north end.
so when is Union going to charge? It's like Big Sexy, their guys did lose that flag. But, looks like they're going to go now.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Stab and go. Stab and go.
They definitely didn't know that Big Sexy guys charged in there.
Get that fucking veteran. Kill their flags.
Union Artillery knocking down a lot of their own guys. Not, I don't think on purpose. They just got a team kill too. CSA kind of distraught a little bit. Their flags are pulling out. So Union do retake the point. Now, if you are Union, you have a few guys decap and retake this point. The rest of you got to gun it back to this woods. You do not want CSA getting their flags back right now.
Can I be executed by firing line? Pardon me. Can y'all execute by firing line?
But no, Union's going to sit on the point. And CSA is obviously going to try to dive bomb their flags. They are outnumbered. I will say that. But you still don't want CSA getting the flags back, because that means if a guy dies, he spawns back at main, the chance for chaos increases. Union spawn here, they're going to walk right into this line, and they're probably going to charge him out.
Right here, guys. Right here, right here.
Fucking nice. Guys, we need to drop.
Guys, we're being charged from rear. Pay attention.
Well, that's not going to do a whole lot. But looks like Union's going to try to hold an L on the point. Even though the gold timer is a lot less than 7 minutes, the game will let you finish it out. So 3.5 minutes pass, and then CSA decaps. A new point will be chosen at random.
We're shooting south, southeast.
So
Also south, yeah.
CSA is going to get 2 of those flags back at least. Looks like they're going to get maybe a third. So CSA with 3 of those flags, it's going to be nice for them. And at least for a minute or two, Union will have not really too much of an issue on point.
It's alright. It's alright.
I fucking told them I don't know how many times in the chat, but they never assisted us on the south.
You heard someone make a comment there. I don't know how well it came through, but he was saying that the CSA back here did not reinforce the CSA over here when they were mentioning it in the chat. Now, obviously, we could see that these CSA guys were focused on the one Union company. They were charging towards the end there, so you can partially understand what was happening there. But tickets-wise, CSA is up, obviously by a morale stage, but maybe a morale and a quarter of a stage, which means tickets overall are pretty even if Union takes this point. But for now, CSA kind of just sitting off shooting as they're still reforming here. I mean, you see the guys responding in that don't have the flag for their company. I mean, even if it doesn't do a whole lot, it's, I don't know. If your opponent's flags are down in this game mode, it's always going to do a lot. Even if, I don't know, because it's just going to cause chaos. The guys aren't going to be able to respawn with their men, so they got to spawn at main. Then they got to find their group, and that group's officer is never going to have that whole group in the same area at any given point. So it can just be devastating. So I kind of wish Union held a little further out, but regardless, it is what it is. CSA trying to inch their way. They're trying to use the force. Union not charging in like previous times.
Here they come, here they come. They're desperate. They're getting fucking desperate.
CSA looks like they're trying to, I mean, at this point, the only thing CSA can do is decap that point. CSA is just trying to go straight at it. You can see the snake fence completely destroyed here. That recent update that they did for Christmas. I guess it was a little before Christmas, but CSA going in. Look how trickled they're going in on this side. They got one company going in a little more concentrated on Union right.
Good evening, gentlemen. Good evening. Good evening. Good to see you. Good to see you.
But the rest of the Union countercharged CSA. Both sides pretty much even. CSA about to hit taking losses. Union breaking. So you can see it says defend on the clock because I'm technically on the Union side. The CSA would say attack. So Union hold the CSA off. They actually win over there, getting 2 or 3 of those CSA flags. Rambos might pick it up. Rest Union going in for the collapse.
Come on, Ned! I got their flag! I got their fucking flag! Keep that flag!
What you doing here, boy? What you doing here, boy?
Both sides now down to the next stage.
This guy right here. Don't let him get away. Take it up. Nope. Shit.
So Marvin trying to get out. I don't know if he will. You got 2 CSA flags down here, but at this point, that was well done by Union. What happened there is CSA charged into the point. The Union team sat, held the charge, and then countercharged and won. Because when CSA are dive bombing the point and they were going in very trickle and spread out, Union as a defense and their nice big line was able to hold. So that was just well done. I got a CSA mistake. So both sides kind of making mistakes here, and with 2 CSA flags down, albeit on their way to the point, at least from CSA spawn. Looks like Union's going to take this point, and both sides are going to go down to breaking here. So, can we hear anything from CSA officers?
All right, Delta, follow your company.
Form it up right here.
Shut up, bro.
Get ready to move. Get ready to move.
Let's form up.
All right, boys, listen. We
Form
gotta
up
get
this
the flags so we can get
line.
the next.
Get ready, get ready. On me.
Looks like Delta, he was saying there, we're getting ready for the next one, so they're going to give this up for the Union, it looks like. Don't blame CSA there. Now, this next point's going to be interesting. I don't think it's going to be either of the 2 positions we've seen so far. So you do have this one here by Union Artillery. You also got one alongside CSA Artillery. You also got one over here. So, and then last point is over there. So, odds favor CSA here for the next point. Because even though this point would be considered the Union bias point, especially since these 2 over here, that one there in the center of your screen, and then that one there. Those 2 I would consider CSA bias. You have the Union bias point by the artillery over here. And then you would think that, oh, this might be the Union bias point here, but CSA can get there just as fast. So, CSA, I like where they're positioned right now. Because if that is the next point, that's huge for them. But if it's not, it's probably going to be one of these 2 points over here. So regardless, CSA is going to be close to the next point. So they're setting themselves up very well right now. I do like that Big Sexy, his guys are kind of moving out. If I were Union, I would start moving out here, not stay on the point. At least try to go into the center of this map here where Big Sexy guys are. Just because, again, you want to put yourself, you want to give yourself the best chance to get to the next point. Even though you don't know what it is. Probabilities is everything. So, next point is, look at that. So, CSA are going to get on that point first. So,
Here they come, boys. They're gonna be coming. They're gonna be coming, guys.
I guess it was lucky for them that it was right on where they were sitting, but again, that was a perfect spot for CSA to be, I think. And Union's starting to move closer, get some shots on them. No flags are down right now. That Union company is going after CSA artillery. Looks like they're coming back, though. Is Union just going to go straight in? Let's see. So whoever wins this point is going to win the game. Both sides could hit last stand, though, before we see it.
Whoa, guys, charge!
Stop waving that dog. Jesus Christ, what are you doing?
Union not going straight in. They're kind of holding a little back.
Here they come, gentlemen.
Some CSA are going to spearhead a charge through.
Do not charge.
And it looks like CSA is going to overtake this as more start to push out. Union, although kind of together, they were a little spread out here.
Form left. Yeah, I know.
Form a V, hold,
Oh
hold,
shit,
hold.
I'm at pistol ammo.
Hold the line. Fuck you, fuck you, son of a bitch. Ah, bleeding, man, bleeding.
I'm losing rank.
Hold the line. Pick up that flag.
So the back side of the Union's going to hold, although it looks like you have this Union company collapsing in on the rear.
Hey, stay here! Don't charge in the forest! Stay in here!
Union's down on tickets, not surprising when they just got wiped. What is that Union flag? Arthur Salem just ran that Union flag right into the center of the CSA line. Maybe he couldn't see. Probably didn't see, is my guess, but Union lose one flag in that whole process. don't know where Arthur went with his flag, but anywho, actually this might be him. Yep.
It's more than a feeling. You're all alone. You're gonna die. Form a line, guys. Form a line. Form a line.
Left behind the flag.
Yeah, get that flag up right there. Get that flag up.
Oh,
So Union's going to spend the time to reform.
Two companies, whatever.
CSA still got to hold the point for 4.5, 5 minutes right now. And Union's trickling in here.
Yeah, hold here, hold here, hold here, hold here.
I don't honestly, when you're in the woods, chaos can happen. You don't know anything. You're blind. But I don't know if Grey Wolf didn't know his team got wiped, but he just went in there and all their guys just died. Or about to. Looks like you got the rest of Union now pushing up, trying to go in.
Make sure you kill me with the brown shirts.
get the flag, get the flag.
And you have some CSA guys leaking out to charge into these Union guys, which is going to help Union out a lot. They need these out of lines. Looks like you got more Union troops pushing in.
That's down, all. Hold your ground. Hold your ground, boys. Hold your ground.
Oh my goodness. It's so hard to watch a woods battle. It's so hard to tell what's going on. Imagine what it's like down there. So, those CSA guys leaking out do get to Union. CSA is still up a little bit on tickets here, not by a whole lot.
You're gonna die to two Rambers, that's gonna be game.
Okay,
There we go. There we go. Form a cohesive line, load and hold. Load and hold.
Boys, get ready. We gotta get behind them. I hear them. My boys on me over here.
So,
Who's the guy stabbing?
Kill that guy, kill that guy, kill that guy.
Yeah,
Union Company, Big Sexy guys, we've seen them flank the whole game.
if you're in Big Sexy's company, form to the right.
If they can get behind the CSA and hit them right as everyone moves in, it'll be perfect. But CSA is very nice. They're very concentrated. They got a very good defensive line. We'll see how Union takes this. Union's got time to reform, and they're using it as well. I don't like that little trickling charge they did a moment ago. But
Keep it up, boys. Keep it up. You're doing good. Keep it up.
Alabama B on the west side. There's a Yank company through the bushes. Down this line. West side. Y'all boys fire down that line.
so Union still kind of forming up here. You do have one going really far out. I reckon that's to go for that flank. They got to time this right, though. If 3/4 of the Union team goes in on the whole CSA team, odds favor CSA. But if Union goes in with their whole team with that huge flank, it can be huge.
Get in there, boys. Send it. Full send. Let's go.
Send it!
Looks like they're going to go. I don't know if this was communicated because it sounds like they were telling orders in voice chat. Union on the top right side of your screen is not going in. The rest are. Here we go.
Over here, boys. We need more people. We need more people to capture. There we go, boys.
Union starting to turn the flank of CSA, and they're on the point. Again, a lot of their friendlies they're still not charging in top right. Union would win if they did that. Union, why aren't they charging? The communication among these officers.
This one didn't bayonets on, boys. Press B to put your bayonet on.
5, 4, 3, 2, charge!
So they're going to charge in, albeit a little late. Is it going to work, though? It looks like it should.
Get on point, Louis. Get on point, you goddamn retard.
And Union is going to sweep through here. They might hit last stand, though. Where are CSA respawns? They're all at main still, for the most part.
They're still charging, boys. They're still charging.
Racer, you should join on point, Union. Pick up that flag.
So Union does drop the last stand, but they're about to win on the point, so they can't respawn anymore. But they're going to get the point. And if they hold it for a minute and a half or so, they're going to win. Game's going to let this decap go. What timing by Union. So, Union spawns... Oh. Oh my goodness, that was so smart. Basically, the Union guy who was decapping the point was killed, and because the point was fully captured, the game was like, Union stopped, so game over. I deem it. Think about that. Wow, what a nice kill there. I don't know who got that. Nuke was down there, I know, from 1238, but anyways, True Soldiers Fight. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe if you want to support the channel more. We have a Patreon where you can get a live stream of all the broadcasts we do. You can advertise a regiment in the bottom of our videos and get an additional broadcast per week. Besides that, we have our Discord, merch, X, and Instagram, and we'll see you in the next one. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night.